And because the villages can get jobs in these places, they will have enough income to pay for amenities. However, these villages cannot be satisfied only these things. They also want food, they also want clothing, they want to go to temples, they want to have weddings, this and that. So you require something more than this. Why is the United States rich? Because you spend on what are called essentials comparatively a smaller amount, and you spend a lot more on other services. You want to go to a restaurant like this, you pay for it. You go to a shop, you buy vegetables. And you go to a hospital, you get excellent treatment. You go to a school, you provide so many facilities. Unfortunately, these are not the things which the poor can pay for. Unless, this is the question, unless there is a business, there is some business, whatever it is. He says he has got 65% working for him in Bangalore. You get people who are good earners, middle class people like us. I'm not saying very rich people like the Ambanis and the Tatas and so on. I'm talking about middle class people. And when they come, they will need schools, they will need hospitals. They will not come. He said he is going to ship those people to Udupi. This is a small town in Karnataka. They won't go to Udupi unless they say, can I get my children a good school? Can I have a good medical facility? Is there a good market nearby? Is there a mall nearby? These are the kinds of things people will ask. But if you have all these things, they provide the basic cost of the school, of the hospital, of the market and so on. Now we can go to the poor. In the village also there are a few rich people. They will also pay for all these things. But you tell the poor people, we will give you the same facilities but at a marginal cost. The rich person goes to a private ward, the poor person goes to a general ward. The rich person pays the cost of the school, you get some sort of a scholarship, and you also can study in the same school. And like that, you can accommodate the poor in a place which is originally meant for the rich people. Now, what the government of India does is this is meant only for the poor, which are not allowed. This is meant only for the rich, poor are not allowed. You can't work like that. You have to have a system in which both the rich and the poor, they live together. My mother was a school teacher. And my classmate was the son of the accountant general of the class. So he was a rich person. He lived in a big bungalow. I had a small two-room flat, something like that. But we could study together. But that doesn't happen anymore. My grandchildren, they have all gone to private schools, what's called public schools, but are actually private universities. And it's very expensive schools because my children are rich, they send them there. But they will not go to a school in which poor children go. Unless the two get together, you will not be able to give good education to poor children. So this then is the next hypothesis. Having done that, now let us see. Here we have got this, villages do not create jobs, large cities do. And large cities do not offer shelter, villages do. And the poor should export goods and services. The poor need not work for an industry. They can work for services also. Whatever it is. And the last point is one, the poor have no assets.
Yeah.
They are actually indebted. You know, when it comes to income, you can talk of some sort of a ratio. But when it comes to wealth, it could be infinite and it could be even negative. This is the problem that we have. So, the plan is this. First of all, provide a right to employability training. My wife is talking about that. And ask the businesses to offer modern shelter. What do you mean by modern shelter? There is a roof, there is running water, there is sanitation, there is electricity, and there is access to a mass transport. These are the 5 things we talk about. Now, businesses should be asked, he is going to employ 65 people, he will build not 65 houses, but 130 houses. 530. Why? Because these 65 people will create jobs for many others. You will have a person who will do the housework, somebody else will do the, will prepare the car, somebody else will have the market, somebody will run the school, somebody will, all these people will be needed. So you build therefore whatever is the what's called organized sector employment, twice the number of houses as a business, not as charity, as business. There is in Birmingham what's called Boneville. It's a small township built by Sir George Cadbury for his employees. He built twice the number of houses that his employees needed. And people have thought he's going to make a loss. No, he made a lot of money because there are others who wanted to serve his employees. They all got jobs, they bought their houses. So he made a lot of money. So I would suggest he wants to start a business, make housing as a business.
So you're talking about a business in a village? Or
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
cluster?
in the village.
In the cluster?
Somewhere in the cluster.
Somewhere in the cluster.
Somewhere in
In the village cluster.
And
As you have been talking about employment and everything, but you are not talking about education.
I said schools.
No, it's good, but what I'm saying in the villages, rather than putting money there, if you put money in education, these people will take care of themselves.
No,
Then
no,
they will
no,
go
I
to
don't
city.
want them to leave the village.
No,
They will
but
not leave
any
the village.
place,
Unless
village,
there are
town.
jobs, they will leave the village.
Or the poor people, they need education.
I know.
You
I
give
know.
them money, they will eat.
No, you are not giving them money. You are giving them good schools. You are giving them education at a marginal price.
Okay, my experience with this school in Anupshire. Anupshire is one of the 7 tehsils in the Bulandshahr district.
Okay, not far from there.
And one tehsil has, Anupshire tehsil has 197 villages. Our school serves about 20 or 25 of them. We call it a cluster. I've been to many of those villages. We educate 1,200 children. And we have guaranteed employment. And we have tried this model where we have tried to create jobs for them. We have rags to pads, we have these other programs where they do certain things. But in the end, we came to the conclusion that in order to get most out of the value of this education, we have to make their jobs come from wherever they do. So now they're going to Bangalore, they're going to Bombay, they're going to all these places.
Why? Why?
Well, number
Why?
one reason is these girls, by the way, don't want to marry these boys in the school that have not been to our school. They think these girls, they are much more, you know,
True.
educated, self-confident.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
we've
Now,
created
why
this
are they
vision.
going to Bangalore? Because the government says if you want to start a business, you do it in Bangalore, you do it in Bombay, you do it in Pune, you do it in Delhi, whatever it is.
We couldn't find anybody to come to Anupshire to start with this.
True,
I
true,
tell you,
true, true.
if I could, I'll be the first one.
That's the point he's trying to make.
Actually,
I'm-
I think
like to do
government is destroying the villages. The
Agreed.
public policy is completely screwed up.
Okay.
Because they,
Agreed.
we can finish. There is a program in this country called Teach for America. They take, I don't know how many, 10,000, they take 35,000 applications, they come. 3 to 1, only they can fill. What these are young, idealistic people, they can go teach in ghetto areas, reservations, American reservations, and that kind of thing. For example, in India government destroyed, like you said, I too went to school, same